Good morning, students. Yesterday we have studied about the uses of dimensions. The first use of dimension we have discussed, that was conversion of one system of units into another system of units, right? That we have seen. We have converted 1 Newton into times, 1 joule into X and all, right? And so many different kinds of problems you might have done, right? I hope so. Today I am coming with another use of dimension, second use of dimension. This is to check the correctness of a possible physical equation of a possible physical event. Equation of a possible physical event. We can check whether the equation we are using is correct or not. Right? First of all, I am taking as an example the time period of a simple pendulum is equal to T is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. Simple pendulum, everybody knows. You might have seen the pendulum clocks. Pendulum clocks is oscillating to and fro, right? The bob means the hanging object, that round object, that is called bob. Bob is hanging from a rigid support with the help of a long strip of metal, right? Now, this long strip of metal has a length here, and G is the acceleration due to gravity. So, a simple pendulum, as it is oscillating to and fro, its oscillations are having the same time period. Time period is always, and this is called a simple harmonic oscillations. Yes, a body when it is executing simple harmonic oscillations or simple harmonic vibration, the time period always remains a constant. It is proved that time period of a simple pendulum is given by T is equal to 2 pi root of L by G. L is the effective length of the pendulum. That is, effective length means it is the distance of the hanging point to the center of gravity of the bob. That is called effective length of the pendulum. And it is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration gravity means that is acceleration only. Any object, when it is dropped from a height, that is coming towards the earth with an acceleration. That acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration is produced because any object is pulled by a force toward the earth. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Due to that force, any object which is coming down is accelerated. That means when a force is acting on a body, it gets accelerated. That is the natural thing. So today onwards we can speak this also. When a force acts on a body, what happens to the body? Body gets accelerated. In the case of the earth, when a body is dropped from a height, right, a force is acting on it, and due to which the body gets accelerated. That acceleration produced on the body is called acceleration due to gravity. It is denoted by the letter G. G is equal to meter per second square because G is acceleration only, right? Now we have to see the correctness of this equation. Whether the proof is proof T is equal to 2 pi root of L by G is correct or not. So in this case, what you see is that when you get an equation like this, to see the correctness of the equation, you have to write the dimension of both the sides, LHS and RHS. If the dimension of both sides are correct, or suppose an equation contains so many terms together, all the terms of the equations are having the same dimensions, then we can say that the equation is dimensionally correct. Once the equation is dimensionally correct, then only we can assume it is valid and it can be used for applications. This is important. Here also we have to prove that the dimension of the LHS that must be equal to the dimension of the RHS. You must remember that here some constant quantities are there. 2 days ago I said all numerical values and pi etc. has no dimensions, right? They are constants but having no dimensions. Numerical quantities having no dimension, and pi is a very famous term we are using in our calculations that also has no dimension. So now let us see the dimensions of both ends. Dimension of LHS, right? Dimensions of LHS. LHS is T. T is equal to T means time only. Time means that has no mass that has no length, but time is 1. M raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 1, because only T is there. M is not there and L also not there. For that we will put M raised to 0, L raised to 0, but in place of T, you will write T raised to 1. Next, dimensions of RHS. RHS is 2 pi has no dimension, right? That is equal to square root of L means capital L only, and this is acceleration. Acceleration, you know that L T raised to minus 2. Acceleration is L capital L T raised to minus 2. Am I correct? And this cancel. So this is 1 by T raised to minus 2. That is equal to T square. So root of T square you are getting. This is equal to 1. Roots is removed. That is equal to T raised to 1. Therefore, the dimension of the second quantity, that means the RHS is equal to, we can write M raised 0, L raised 0, T raised to 1. So we have found LHS, dimensions of LHS is equal to dimensions of RHS. We can write this equation is dimensionally correct. So we have checked the correctness of this equation. What? T is equal to 2 pi into root of L by G. Everything you have to keep in your mind. This is the time period of a simple pendulum. So simple pendulum, when we will study in the later stage, that time you will remember this equation also. Another equation I am taking to check the correctness of an equation. Another equation of a possible physical event, that is B is equal to U plus AT. Equation B is equal to U plus AT I am taking. So this equation contains 2 terms in the RHS and 1 term in the LHS. If it is correct, then we have to prove that every term must have the same dimension. And this principle of checking the correctness of an equation is called the principle of homogeneity of dimensions. That is mentioned in the notes that you can read, the principle of homogeneity of dimensions. All these, the checking of the correctness of an equation is done using the same principle everywhere. That is, what is that? The principle of homogeneity of dimensions. According to the principle of homogeneous dimensions, for a possible physical event, every term must have the same dimensions. It actually really means that only quantities having same dimensions only can be added or subtracted. This is the theory, right? Quantities having different dimensions can never be added or subtracted. So once the quantities, all the quantities are having the same dimension in a possible physical event, we can surely say that the equation is dimensionally correct. Then by applying this equation for a purpose, we will not fail. We will get the right result. So now we will see what is the dimension of the first term B. Dimensions of capital V. Capital means final velocity. This is final velocity, this is initial velocity, this is acceleration, and the other one is time. Right? A particle is moving with a uniform velocity u with a constant acceleration, uniform acceleration, and it travels for a time t seconds. Then after t seconds, what is the final velocity given by the relation v is equal to u plus h? Right? V is velocity only. Velocity, the dimension is L-T raised to minus 1. Everybody knows that. Okay. First, that means LHS. This part, you got the dimension as equal L-T raised to minus 1. Put in the square bracket. Now, dimensions of U is equal to U is initial velocity. This is initial velocity and final velocity only. Therefore, that also having the same dimension. That is L-T raised to minus 1. Right? Then dimensions of AT we are writing. A means acceleration. Acceleration is L-T raised to minus 2 into T. T is equal to capital T. Am I correct? T raised to minus 2 into T raised to 1. That is equal to T raised to minus 2 plus 1. T raised to minus 2 plus 1. A raised to M into A raised to N is equal to A raised to M plus M. In this case, M is minus 2 and N is plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 is equal to minus 1. Therefore, this is equal to L-T raised to minus 1. So first term L-T raised to minus 1. Second term L-T raised to minus 1. third term AT is also LT raised to minus 1. So we can say that all the terms of a possible physical event must have the same dimension. Then only we can say that the equation is dimensionally correct. From this, one more thing we understand is that only quantities having same dimension can be added or subtracted. Quantities having same dimension only can be added or subtracted. Am I correct? Okay, this is the theory used. Another equation I am going to tell is, this is also very important, to check the correctness of the equation, right? Check the correctness of the equation. Next, one more equation I am going to give you. So this is the lesson about small lessons we are discussing, and also you must learn it, right? Sincerely, when you go through these videos again and again, you will surely get everything. Then you will be able to go through any question that is given in the textbook. There must be a good textbook, a reference book will be there that will have a large number of questions. And a physics student who is interested in physics must learn questions first and understand the meaning therein. Then gradually try to create a logic and do the questions. You will get surely a successful answer, a beautiful, correct answer. The next equation to check the correctness of an equation. Nu is equal. This letter we write as equal nu. Nu means frequency. Nu is equal to 1 by 2L. Nu is equal to 1 by 2L into square root of T by M. This is the equation of vibration of a string, just like in the case of a violin or in the case of a guitar. A string is